peace, love, soul. God bless anyone tapped in. I am. What goes after that is what you know is going on. Is going on.
Is what it
Where's
is.
your camera at? Your camera is bogeys in the cut also. So I'm just gonna put it like that. Boom. Like that. Shout out to Bro God. Um,
Damn it.
I'll be in the bottom right corner. Okay, sorry. Here we go. F it. We'll do it live. All right. We're on high ranking X, but not watching that right now because if I go to my YouTube homepage, there's probably nothing to do with the war. That's cool. Shout out to Knuckles Brim. Shout out to bro. What is
There's
this?
too many people that's calling me bro. There's so many places that
Shout
I
out to
wanna
bro
go.
for
Too many
us
apps I
connecting.
don't even know. They hating on me. No wonder they broke this.
Big shout out to bro. Oh, speaking of
There's too
calling
many
him
people
bro,
that's calling me bro. There's so
there's too
many
many people
places
that's calling me bro. I respect that. That's a bar. What happened with Iran, brother? Or what's going on with the U.S.? We bombed Iran.
Yeah, we
U.S. sent
bombed
some
Iran.
powerful toward. We bombed them. Wow. What Irans are being told about the war? This is not what this stream was gonna look like at all tonight. It's not. It's not changing. Honestly.
Brother.
Nope. Nope. Why is when you type in Iran? All right. U.S. bombs Iran. How bad was it? What's going on? 5K pound bombs on underground missile sites near. Oh wow.
This digital calendar, lightening my mental load, makes it worth every penny. I wasn't fully convinced the Skylight calendar would be able to do it until I finally got one. Let me tell you.
Tonight, U.S. Central Command announcing that U.S. forces released multiple 5,000-pound.
Well, okay, before we get into this, happy St. Patrick's Day. Who is St. Patrick, you may ask? Good question. Look, shout out to TGG also. St. Patty's Day. I heard he was a slave, or at the age of 16 years old. At the age of 16 years old, apparently, he was. Where's my camera? Where's bro's camera at and my camera at? He was apparently taken kidnapped, held hostage by some pirates, and he was brought to Ireland, where the Ireland people, which used to own slaves, we all know, right? The Irish people took him and they enslaved him. This is true. This is all factual. And they took him as a slave. I don't remember what happened after that. But this is St. Patrick's Day.
Millions of people around the world don their best green attire every March 17th to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
It's gonna turn off.
But there is a lot we bet you didn't know about Ireland's patron saints. To start with...
Wait. Bet you didn't know? I didn't want the bet you didn't know. I want
St.
the
Patrick
real
wasn't
deep
even
dive.
Irish. He was born around the 5th century in Britain, then part of the Roman Empire. At 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders and spent 6 years in captivity. He converted to Christianity and later returned to Ireland to spend the rest of his life working as a Christian missionary. After Patrick died on March 17th, 461, he was largely forgotten until mythology and legend grew, and centuries later, he was honored as the patron saint of Ireland. According to one famous myth, Patrick drove all the snakes from Ireland. The story symbolized Patrick cleansing the island of paganism. There's just one problem. Ireland never had any snakes to begin with. The Emerald Isle is surrounded by water
I don't want to hear this guy talk about it. You guys could watch this video.
too frigid for snakes to migrate there, whether from Britain or anywhere else. According to another famous story, Patrick used the 3 leaves of the shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity. As a result, people in 18th century Ireland started wearing shamrocks on March 17th to signify their Irish Christian pride.
Bro, this guy is going way too fast for me right now. I wanted the deep dive so we could talk about St. Patrick. He's such a cool dude, I heard. I don't know if that's true, actually. If he's not a cool dude, don't quote me on that. Hold up. St. Patty's Day. Origin. It's gonna be like the dark secret origins of St. Patrick's Day. See, what is this guy on about? I do not want to watch him talk about it. I want pictures that are... Oh my god, that's 44 minutes. Oh my god.
Damn, bro. What
What
the
about
fuck?
this? What about this? Fraud? Oh,
Fraud?
nope. Nope. That person scares me. AI flop. Why is he shrouded in mystery? Just kidding. Well, I guess he's not that cool of a dude. Nobody really did a cool little cute video about him. Like, what about the Bible Project? They never did a St. Patrick's Day? What are they up to nowadays?
I don't know.
What are they up to nowadays? They didn't do a St. Patrick's Day episode for today? A month? You guys haven't posted in a month. Why does he reword it can mean something good? Oh yeah, this is not this one. This is what happens when you don't know actually. Dude, no way I'm watching anything about St. Patrick's that's that long. There's no freaking way, dude. Literally. Like, no freaking way. Woo woo. Woo woo. Where's my podcast?
You know what is real? Mood legal cannabis. It's real flower that gets you a real high.
In this video, I'm going to be exposed.
Exposing.
Exposing. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I just poured up mushrooms. I gotta take mushrooms. I gotta eat these. Okay. I cannot believe. Yeah, a brief history. Give me a brief history, St. Patrick. There we go. 3 minutes right here. This is the guy. Shout out to Jeremiah JW.
St. Patrick was born not in Ireland, but in Britain around AD 35. Well, actually, he wasn't called St. Patrick at the time, or even Patrick, but was referred to as Maewyn Succat. Good thing he changed his name later. St. Maewyn's Day just doesn't have the same ring. We'll stick with Patrick, just in case I'm slaughtering that pronunciation. Patrick was quite far from being a saint growing up. Until he was 16, he considered himself a pagan, or maybe even an atheist by today's definition. It was at that age when he was taken into slavery by a group of Irish marauders that attacked his village. Patrick was sold to his master, a druid chief in Ireland, and served him for 6 years. It was during his captivity that he became a Christian. One day he heard what he described as a voice compelling him in his sleep to leave his master and find a ship that awaited him. He fled to the coast of Ireland and eventually made it back to his home. He then decided to study in the monastery and stayed there for 12 years, during which he decided that his calling was to convert the pagans to Christianity. Eventually, he adopted his Christian name, Patricius, or Patrick as we now know it, and returned to Ireland after being appointed a bishop. Patrick was very successful at winning converts, which upsetted the Celtic druids, who had him arrested several times, but he managed to escape each arrest. Patrick traveled through Ireland, establishing monasteries, schools, and churches throughout the land. Eventually, Patrick returned to where he had once been a slave, to pay his ransom to his former master. Despite being treated cruelly, Patrick didn't hold a grudge against him. As Patrick approached his master's old homestead, to his horror he saw that it was in flames. Patrick found out that the stories people told about him had preceded him, and in a fit of frenzy, his old master gathered all of his treasures into his mansion, set them on fire, and then threw himself into the flames. An ancient record adds that his pride could not endure the thought of being vanquished by his former slave. There are a lot of legends surrounding St. Patrick. Some say that he raised people from the dead. Others say that he drove snakes out of Ireland, but since there aren't any fossil records of snakes in Ireland at that time, it's highly unlikely, unless he drove out the fossils as well. Many think that snakes was a metaphor for the conversion of the pagans, meaning that he drove paganism out from Ireland. Green wasn't the original color associated with St. Patrick, it was first blue. It eventually changed for various reasons, probably because of being used in various Irish flags and how green is associated with Ireland itself. Patrick worked in Ireland for 30 years. Afterwards, he retired.
Wait, is this light thing on? I swear. Oh, wait, what? Properties.
Fucking Christ.
And then died on March 17th, in AD 461. There wasn't a canonization process when Patrick died. That didn't come up until the 12th century. He would have been declared a saint by acclamation, and his sainthood approved by a local bishop soon after he died. St. Patrick's Day was originally a Catholic holiday, and still is, but has also evolved into a secular holiday, being celebrated by non-Irish, non-Catholics, and ironically enough, even atheists. Today, when people think of St. Patrick, they imagine a leprechaun in a green jacket, hat, pipe, clover, and a pot of gold. Not a man who devoted 30 years of his life to teaching and helping the Irish. Hopefully you now know a little more about the history of St. Patrick.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock out.
Alright, yo. Peace, brother.
Alright, bro.
Peace, bro. That was St. Patrick. Happy St. Patrick's Day, yo. You can't just shuffle his music. I need a music video to take a shade break. We're taking a shade break. Actually, I haven't heard this yet.
I've been living on the edge. Well,
I've been saving this to listen to it when I go live. I forgot. This is Baby King Good Flirts featuring Kendrick Lamar.
I tried everything. Coffee, Pomodoro, and binaural beats. But nothing stuck until I tried this.
I just put like a quarter of a
Don't cop no attitude with me, man. I'm out here trying to help him. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe if you cut that goofy-ass haircut you got, you'll get some bitches on you. Or better yet, maybe Tanisha call your old dog-ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon and that corny-ass boy she's fucking with. Fuck out of here, man.
To call my phone on a Friday night. It's been over twice. It's been over, we've been over. Yet you always called my phone on a Friday night.
You always call my phone on Friday night.
It's been over twice.
2 years ago now.
It's been over, we've been over.
Don't you love a good flirt with a stranger? Don't you love letting out a good cry? Baby, ain't coming home on a Friday night. I'm all good, my hips still whine. Don't you love a good flirt with a stranger? Don't you love letting out a cry? Ain't coming home on a Friday night. I'm all good.
Yeah, that GTA 5 reference at the beginning was golden. My brain's not braining, I guess, because I should have said something about that. That was classic. In the beginning, shout out to GTA 5.
It was almost like my safe haven, but you ended up acting a baby. Barely together even, you always playing. Now you hating, cause what these bitches be saying. Like, why he never took you on vacation? What gets me, they stay hating. It's crazy cause you had everything they chasing. Like, Somebody you can call on, a place you can call home until it went all wrong. Shawty, you on one. You used to call my phone on a Friday night. It's been over twice. It's been over, we've been over. Yet you always called my phone on a Friday night. It's been over twice. It's been over, we've been over.
Don't you love a good flirt with a stranger? Don't you love letting out a good cry? Baby, ain't coming home on a Friday night. I'm all good, my hips still whine. Don't you love a good flirt with a stranger? Don't you love letting out a cry? Ain't coming home on a Friday night. I'm all good, my hips still whine.
I never knew a love like this. Flood your contour, make you blush like this. Fuck a friend zone when you hug like this. Nibble on your ear, touch your butt like this. We adjust like this. If God's a girl, then the God we trust like this. To be honest, niggas love too. Shit, I gossip with my bitch like I'm Young Thug too. Dumb lungs on you, spun the hair bun loose. Writing wrongs till they come with royalties and pub too.
Where you
At the house with it, watching sinners.
Who you with?
On the couch with my favorite sinner.
Fuck that bitch.
I was about to, but you convinced us. Should I decorate her walls or log off to Pinterest? Never too late to meditate on emotional attachments. Even if I fall short.
Never too late to meditate on emotional attachments. What? Kendrick Lamar?
For my distractions, been missing your body, loving on your body, kissing on your body, crushing on your body. Too late to meditate on emotional. Should I decorate her walls or log off to Pinterest? Never too late to meditate on emotional attachments. Even if I fall short from my distractions, been missing your body, loving on your body, kissing on your body, crushing on your body. Remember me, iceberg jeans or the Trulies, Duckworth, you know, street smart, but I'm goofy. Wait, you must got a platinum record in the Gucci.
I got a platinum black in the Gucci.
Been missing your body, loving on your body, kissing on your body, crushing on your
booty. You used to call my phone on a Friday night. It's been over twice. It's been over, we've been over. Yeah, you always called my phone on a Friday night. It's been over twice. It's been over, we've been over.
I wanna go to the moon. Don't leave so soon. Don't leave so soon.
I spent the last 3 years in an underground bunker.
Wow, so it's real.
It's real.
Out here, the little things.
Oh my god, this song just came back to me. You know, I'm live, first and foremost, for God. Follow us on your heart, follow your passion. God bless anyone tapped in, which is nobody's actually watching right now, I don't think. But I was just gonna say I'm live right now, first and foremost for God, for also my soulmate. If you tap into this, I love you. Change the channel.
Don't leave so soon, don't leave so soon. How can I keep going?
No, but for real though, I don't know what's going on with
Here we go, strapping we up. Never forget all the memories. Sitting, I sip on my cup, thinking I should be a better me. Truly, I'm blessed from the start. So much to say in these melodies. Oh, stare at the sky, the moon singing sweet. Oh my God, such a sweet moment. Angels, they say I'm not ever weak. Such a lonely boy. Heaven knows I might never sleep. Trouble in my soul. Hey, I've been praying. Life can be draining. Oh, hey, we relate. Try and keep falling on. I'm ashamed. Hated what I would see, and nobody knows. So I go
This is not that song. Sorry, but this is still the introduction to this live. This is still the introduction to this live. This is a mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm gonna watch this back and see if my mic works. If it works, this should be louder than anything. Oh God, if it works, I'm sorry. But this is Kanye West. What year was this? 2 years ago. I don't remember when this came out. I had to spark up to this. I did not have to, actually. I can walk on water.
1,000 miles from shore, I can float on the water. Father, hold me close, don't let me drown. I know you won't.
Hey bro, can you make me something that sounds like I just died, went to heaven in Japan, and some angels started singing to me?
Whoa. Yeah. Is this love? Got me asking God up above. Is this love? Yeah. Is this love? Wonder what it was. Is this love? Wonder what this is. I had to check up on it. Shout out to Caleb, not again. He makes some of the double beats. Shout out to Aries Fine also.
Caleb, not again.
Hold this. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Every time you see I'm shot, you say my name, come over. And every time I took a shot, you spit it like Kobe. I know know your fate, and they quote me and say they wrote this. I know destiny, I had to hurry and compose this. She got a gun to me, but what's the theme of life we've chosen? I tried to shut all across the ocean, and this is closest. I know my destiny, in fact, she got me. I know my destiny, in fact, she got me under hypnosis. Just smoked it at the bottom, blow it under his nose. Started off with nada like a cliche artist on my pen. This what happens when my heart opens up again. Last time I couldn't tell you when. Ecstasy, if I don't think you next to me, tell me what do we do? Not a rapper, I guess. Unless I Alright, but I gotta react to this. This guy
You don't
said,
feel like getting up, going out, or working out?
This journey with childhood cancer comes at you in waves. Every day we wake.
In this video, I'm going to be exposing the secret religion of people like Tony Robbins, Joe Dispenza, and Sadhguru. Before I begin this video, I just want to let you know, I have no problem per se with any of these people. My issue is that they're not honest. And I know this from firsthand experience. I built the first of its kind social media agency around teachings like this that's been in business for almost 9 years. I've been a seeker of this information for the past 13 years. And I haven't been to just 1 week-long Joe Dispenza event or one Tony Robbins event. I worked with Dr. Joe personally, helped him gain millions of followers, got to know him on a personal level, helped him become a public figure.
so this guy's, why should I listen to him?
Tony Robbins, I've been to like over 15 UPWs. I've done 5 Date with Destinies. I was a platinum partner, which is like his $100,000 mastermind. I'm no rookie. There's a lot of things that people at these retreats are partaking in, and they have no idea what they're doing because you have something like science as the front to indoctrination into an ancient religion. Now, I have no problem with any of that. Just be honest. And that's kind of my thing, because I think without knowing, there are some spiritual dangers in partaking in these practices that people are just very naive to. And I think a lot of the new agey kind of guru world is very naive in a lot of ways versus someone like a Sadhguru.
Namaskaram, Anton.
Who actually has real understanding of the dangers of some of these practices and how you're playing with fire and you got to treat them with reverence and respect and be gentle, versus people like Joe Dispenza who are like literally the opposite.
Oh, I popped, you didn't pop. What's up with you?
Of that. And he pushes people to engage in awakening something like Kundalini, for example, without any remorse and without any caution. And just, it's very dangerous because it can lead to things like psychosis and other things like that. So I'm going to be diving into all of this a little bit deeper inside of this video and really kind of show you the religion that you're partaking in without fully knowing by doing a lot of these practices. And when you're playing with spiritual power, it can be challenging to fix things.
I don't believe this guy just because he's got a picture with Dr. Joe Dispenza and then he's calling him a fraud. I used to look up to Dr. Joe Dispenza. Not cool, dude. Not cool.
If they go wrong. And I mean, you have someone like Sadhguru who will tell you that. He will tell you the dangers of something like Kundalini yoga. You might be hearing the word Kundalini, you're like, I don't partake in Kundalini. Well, you do.
Kundalini yoga in its essence is the most dangerous form of yoga. I'm saying dangerous because it's the most potent also. What is most potent is always the most dangerous. Things go wrong, they go seriously wrong, like in ways that you can't fix it. So similarly with Kundalini yoga, it is the most potent and it is the most dangerous. Without the necessary preparation and guidance, without expert guidance, constant guidance and observation, nobody should ever attempt it.
For example, if you've ever been to a Dr. Joe retreat or have partaked in any of his workshops or things like that, you are partaking in Kundalini Yoga. Breath work is a form of Kundalini Yoga. And there's a lot more into all this. You can look into it for yourself. But
Bro,
what Joe is
just
doing
watch
for
Mr.
people
Beast at this point.
is he's trying to give them an experience, a spiritual experience. And the easiest, fastest way to do that is do breath work. I know that from firsthand experience. After I was deeply transformed by a lot of these practices and these teachings, one of the...
Alright. I changed my mind. This is a reaction to survive 30 days stranded with your ex. Win 2,500. It's not St. Patrick's Day anymore.
Take the next step in treating your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis with Entyvio, the only gut.
Take off your blindfolds. I just trapped this ex-boyfriend and his ex-girlfriend in the middle of the wilderness. If they spend the next 30 days here, I will give them $250,000.
Yo, I'll go to meditate sometimes. Can't have it while I'm live. I'll go to meditate and like it'll just hit me that I had a whole life that I lived that was like the best life in the world with the most beautiful person. And it's like it used to hit in a way where every time it hit me during meditation, it would be like, oh, that hurt. But now it's more like, okay, cool. Thank you, Jesus. Shout out to Jesus.
I hate you.
Grant and Ashley were in a relationship until he cheated on her on national television.
You are my least favorite person.
I ain't been
Alright, I'm gonna actually do a part 2. I'm gonna end the stream, start a new stream, right? Is that how I should do this? How long have we been going? Does it say? 32 minutes. Keep it going, I guess, right? Gotta flip a coin. I'm gonna flip a coin. Cause I can't tell. I'm too lit right now. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna flip a coin. I don't have any coins. I'm gonna flip a coin. Alright. Heads, I'll do a part 2. Tails, I'll keep it going. I don't know how to flip a coin. Part 2. Heads, okay. Alright. Part 2. So I'm gonna stop this stream.